This is a 1964 Galaxie 500 convertible, and it is a really beautiful driver restoration. New paint, new interior, engine's been redone. She fires right up, goes right into gear. Transmission shifts out really nice. Yeah. Steering pulls a touch to the right, feels like it needs an alignment. It does have new wheels on it, and some of the front end has been replaced. So whenever you redo the front end, you always got to get an alignment too. That hasn't been done yet. The car drives really smooth. It's got power steering, functions properly, power brakes. Tell you one thing, man, big car like this, power steering is all the rave.
It does make a difference.
Yeah, it does.
Steer that thing.
It's got a really nice sounding exhaust, actually. It's really got the old it's actually got the old pipes on it, which honestly the muffler system could stand to be replaced. It sounds really good though, even still. Under the hood, the engine's been detailed to original. The whole brake system's been gone through. Brand new power booster, new master cylinder. Engine's been gone through and detailed. Looks really nice with the reservoir brassed and cleared. This is a really nice looking driver. Really, really nice looking driver. The front bumper is not brand new. It's a little bit older, but it's still in very good condition. Body lines on this car are perfectly straight. No Bondo. Trim is in good shape. This has actually got the optional trim on it, the lower piece of trim that you don't see on most Galaxies, which is kind of cool because it makes it look like a 63. The 63 had the C stripe, and it almost looks like the 63's trim on it, or 63 and a half if you want to call it that. The paint is new. This is really one of the first times the car's been driven since everything's been done. It's a really nice looking paint job, but it is a driver. It's not a $10,000 show quality paint job, but the price reflects that as well. I mean, this isn't a $35,000, $40,000 car. This is a car you can drive, not worry about somebody, you know, banging up at the parking lot or whatever. So I'm a real fan of cars like this, you know, that we can get in them and just drive them. It's got a brand new interior. Dash has been wrapped to match, custom. Lacks a couple of minor things. The sun visors still need to be installed. In fact, I don't believe we have those as part of the reason why they're not there. The carpet's brand new. Seats are brand new. Door panels, everything on the interior has been redone. There's a little already holes here for the seat belts to go in. I don't have the seat belts, but that's the reason why the holes are cut there. Seats go back and forth like they're supposed to. New tonneau cover, brand new top. We've got pictures of the top up. Windows roll up and down like they're supposed to. I do have one minor little sucky thing, and that is looks like one of the mechanics while working on the car hopped in here. Classic screw up. Popped a little tiny hole in the seat, and I think that a good upholstery guy could actually do a patch on that and make it look like it never happened. It's really tiny and it doesn't catch your eye at first, but it is there and I want to show it. The trunk on this car is super clean. It had some old carpet in it that somebody had glued down. There's a little remnant. Sometimes it's tough to get that little hair off there. So there's a little remnant of the hair. We'll just wash it, so there's just a touch of little drips in here. When you open up the trunk, it drips in. But the weather stripping's new on here. Super clean, rust-free. That's one thing about this car, and one of the reasons I picked this car up. I actually picked this car up without a lot of it being done. And I picked this car up because it's rust-free. And the body lines were so straight on it. It had some gnarly old wheels on it. It wasn't running when we got it. You know, we've gone through this thing. In fact, this is the longest I've ever had a car in my shop. So it was really nice to be able to go through and do everything to it that we've done so far, and brought it to this point. I think we brought it to a point where it can be enjoyed, but there's still those last few things you can do to tinker on it. Underneath the car is clean. I didn't put a bunch of undercoating under here to hide anything. It's got some, you know, kind of, you know, surface rust kind of stuff, and you know, obviously the little, you know, you can see where it was painted and it's scratched off and things like that, but there is no rust underneath the car. Frame rails and floor pans are in excellent condition. This was the reason why. And honestly, it's tough being in this business because I actually bought this car to keep it. But you just, when you're in the business, I know this car would be perfect with our logo on it, but it just, you know, in this business, you just can't do that. At least not right now. I mean, we're still in the beginning stages. Rust-free trunk pan, 4 9-inch rear end, rust-free front trunk pan all the way across it. Okay, there is one spot of rust right there. Just caught that little interior spot right there. So that's I think that's the other side doesn't even have that. So, little crusties there, but that's not rust. But man, of all the cars I've had, this is the one I've wanted to keep. Probably the most. Okay, looks like somebody did do a little rust treatment back here on the rear floor pan. So, super, super clean car though, overall. I mean, I guess you would, with the tiny little spots there of rust that I showed you, I guess you'd have to call it 98% rust free, just to be on the honest side. But lights work, brake lights work, turn signals work. The horn does not work. It doesn't have a radio in it. I didn't install a radio because unfortunately somebody had cut the dash to put a full-size radio in it. I just wasn't quite sure what the next person would want to do. And like I said too, we put a lot of money in this project, and this is one of those ones like you hear a lot of stories on, where somebody puts a lot of money and gets it up to a certain point, starts driving it and enjoy it, but it's time to sell it and move on to the next one. This is the perfect time. I mean, today's like the perfect day to buy this car, isn't it? Gorgeous. It's like 72 degrees in Georgia right now, and I just want to take the rest of the day off and go cruising. This is going to be an awesome car for the next guy. New paint, new interior, new top. It is a power top, works good. New tonneau cover, brand new wheels and tires. They're 9s on the back, 8 inches on the front, 17-inch wheels. They look super classy on this car. They don't look overbearing. Plenty of rubber on there. I hate it when guys put too thin a tire on there. It's got nice fat tires on it. Got the special edition trim on the bottom, or a special trim, however you want to call that. Man, this thing's ready to go. 390 engine, automatic transmission shifts great. All the brakes are brand new. Front end's been redone. So I think somebody's picking up a killer deal on this car. You're gonna have a blast. These things are kind of rare to find, and especially more rare to find in this condition.